up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide and the fact that 3 of Alabama assistant coaches is on the list for head coaching vacancies. I'm just saying, it's back again. Alabama and their we're gonna say elite assistant coaches. Teams are coming after them once again, even though they are not assistants for the great Nick Saban. Just wanted to put that out there. So we're going to go ahead and start talking about these 3 assistant coaches and where they could possibly end at. I hope they stay at Alabama. That's just me. But what coach, assistant coach, especially coordinators, don't want head coaching jobs? You know what I'm saying? It's just got to be the right place and the right fit. And if they take these jobs, hopefully, it won't end up like some other head coaches, like Brian Kelly and freaking Billy Napier. You know, hope it don't end up like them. Hugh Freeze also. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, they tenure won't end up like Mike Norvell. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's start off by talking about Kane Womack. You can go to Bama Hammer and find this article. Read it for yourself. Kane Womack reportedly one of 4 candidates for a major SEC job opening. Alabama defensive coordinator Kane Womack could be in line for a head coaching job in the SEC. All right. The profile of Alabama defense coordinator Kane Womack has risen significantly throughout the 2025 season after he faced major criticism from a poor defensive performance in the Crimson Tide season opening loss to Florida State. Womack has done excellent work in getting Alabama's defense among the very best in the country over the last couple of months. And yes, I was a big critic of Kane Womack all last year and after the Florida State game. But since then, this man has did a complete 360 with this defense. Myself, I was always a big critic of Alabama's run defense under Kane Womack. But the run defense now, that shit is elite. I just want y'all to know that. Elite. One of the best in the SEC and all of college football. Just so y'all know. Anyway, while the Alabama offense has been in a bit of a slump, the defense has risen to the occasion. Alabama allowed only 9 points against LSU, and even in defeat against Oklahoma, the defense allowed a little over 200 yards of offense and 1 touchdown. Even though we lost, the defense did its job. The biggest compliment to Womack is how much quality depth he has built throughout the season. Against Eastern Illinois, Alabama didn't have a single defensive player play more than 22 snaps. No starter played more than 18 snaps, and yet there was no discernible drop-off regardless of who was on the field. Alabama pitched a shutout against Eastern Illinois and held them to 34 total yards. It was the lowest yardage allowed in a game by Alabama defense since 1962. That's a long damn time. How long is that? 62? Oh, about 43, 53, 63 years, some shit like that. I don't freaking know. But still, it was a long damn time. All right. And you know, Alabama 11, 12, 13, 16. Come on, man. Alabama had some great defenses, especially under Nick Saban and when Kirby Smart was there. Great defenses. And this defense did something that they couldn't do, even though it was against Eastern Illinois. Alabama done played a lot of cupcakes throughout all these years since 1962. And not one defense did what this defense did under Kane Womack. All right. So just putting that out there. Womack's rise has justifiably put his name in the mix for head coaching vacancies. Kalen DeBoer had to figure when he poached Womack from his job at South Alabama Alabama's head coach that it would be a short-term hire. If things went according to plan, Womack was going to be a hot commodity on the coaching market. According to Pete Trammell, Womack is one of the 4 leading candidates for the Arkansas head coach vacancy. Trammell mentioned on Saturday's broadcast of Arkansas's game against Texas the resolution on the search was coming soon. Womack is joined by USF's head coach Alex Goulash, Memphis head coach Ryan Silverfield, and North Texas head coach Eric Morris on the short list for the Hogs. Yeah. Show Wills, Kane Womack is in the mix for Arkansas's head. While Womack is not a sitting head coach like the others, he does have 3 seasons as a head coach experience on his resume. He was the head coach of South Alabama for 3 years, producing a 22-16 record before DeBoer poached him to become Alabama's defensive coordinator. His defensive basically scheme could be attractive to the Razorbacks, considering how big a disaster they have been on that side of the ball the last couple of years. Womack, we don't got to worry about it. Matter of fact, Womack began his collegiate playing career at Arkansas, spending 2 years in Fayetteville before transferring to Southern Miss. His father, Dave, had multiple stints as an assistant coach for Arkansas from 1979 to 82 and 2004 to 2001 to 2004. That's what's up, man. So he got ties to Arkansas. But hey, that's a good thing. So he's on the short list to be Arkansas's head coach, Kane Womack. He's on the short list to be their coach. You know, if he take the job, I wish him good luck. We'll just have to go out and find us another defensive coordinator. And I hope that's Jeremy Pruitt. Because Jeremy Pruitt, his little punishment time is up. I'm just saying. But anyway, Kane Womack is doing an excellent job right now. I got to give him his credit, man. He's doing an excellent job at Alabama right now. And we'll see what his decision is. If Arkansas decide that's the man they want, we'll see what his decision is. You know, I think he should take the job. That's just me. But then again, with the way this defense playing, I will hope that he would stay at Alabama. Just me. But moving on. So Kane Womack is up for the Arkansas job. Also, you got wide receiver coach Jamarcus Shepard. He's up for a head coaching job. His name is on the list. Alabama co-offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach Jamarcus Shepard is on the list for the Oregon State head coaching job and is considered a prime candidate according to multiple reports. He is considered to be a strong contender due to his recruiting ability and offensive expertise, despite having never been a full-time head coach. Yeah. Head coaching CBS Sports reports that Shepard is a candidate for the Oregon State head coaching position. He is seen as a strong candidate because of his experience as a co-offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach at Alabama and Washington. Shepard is widely recognized as an elite recruiter, which is a significant asset for his head coaching position. He is known for a high energy and passionate coaching style that players and insiders praise. The main concern for programs considering him is that he has never been in a head coaching position. But, hey, it is what it is, man. The man just might make a great head coach. You got to start somewhere. Look at Kirby Smart was never a head coach before he became a head coach. Shit, Dabo Swinney. Come on now. Those are championship winning coaches. Jamarcus Shepard can be the same way. The same way. So, hey, it is what it is, man. And he's doing an excellent job with these wide receivers at Alabama. Sure is. Matter of fact, he's linked to Oregon State and Colorado State. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, Shepard is one of 3 names CBS linked to Oregon State, joined by former Wisconsin head coach Paul Christ and Montana State head coach Brent Vigen. So, those are the other 2 names that he's on the list with. As far as the Colorado State head coaching job, he'll be competing for that job with Washington's offensive coordinator Jimmy Doherty, Georgia's defensive back coach Dante Williams, and former Auburn head coach and current OC at Cal, Brian Harsin. So, He'll be competing with guys who's already been head coaches. So Jamarcus Shepard is on a short list for 2 head coaching vacancies. All right. So it is what it is. Colorado State and Oregon State. So good for Jamarcus Shepard. You see how they coming after these freaking Alabama assistant coaches, man, because of the production that they are producing as of right now with my Alabama Crimson Tide. All right, moving on to Alabama's offensive coordinator, Ryan Grubb. Ryan Grubb. Now, I'm having a few issues with Ryan Grubb right now in his play calling. You know what I'm saying? But hey, his name was on the short list before, but it kind of slowed down after the offense started regressing. But it's back now. This is on Saturday down south. Alabama OC Ryan Grubb listed as a candidate for a head coaching vacancy, and this came out yesterday. We ain't gonna need that. According to ESPN's Adam Rittenberg, Grubb is one of the top early candidates to become the next head coach at Cal. Grubb was second on ESPN's list of 5 candidates, behind Oregon defensive coordinator and former Golden Bear defensive line Tosh Laporte. You know Tosh Laporte? He was assistant at Alabama at one time. Matter of fact, I think at one time he was a defensive coordinator for us. Right before Pete Golden, I believe, for that 1 year. I believe he was. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, old Tosh Laporte. But anyway, this is what Rittenberg, he had to say. His next stop likely will take him to a head coaching job. Talking about Ryan Grubb. The only question is where. Grubb has been alongside Kalen DeBoer at several spots, including Washington, where he served as a coordinator in 2023 when the Huskies reached the national title game. He spent 2004 in Seattle as the Seattle Seahawks head coach, offense coordinator before rejoining DeBoer at Alabama. Grubb, 49, also worked with DeBoer for part of a 5-year run at Fresno State. He's familiar with the area and will bring an exciting and innovative offense to Berkeley. Grubb, 49, was an offensive coordinator at Washington when the Huskies faced Michigan for the national championship game. He helped Michael Penix get drafted number 8 overall in the 2004 NFL draft and has Ty Simpson in the running for a Heisman season. But yeah, man, y'all think Grubb will make a good head coach? He's never been a head coach before, just like Jamarcus Shepard. But who knows, man? Ryan Grubb, everybody consider him a great offensive coordinator, even though Alabama offense has regressed a bit, and sometimes I don't agree with his play calling, but I know he's a successful offensive coordinator. I do know that. So, but as a head coach, do y'all think he can be a good head coach anywhere? Just saying. We all know that he loved the West Coast. So going back to the West Coast, Pacific Northwest, that might be a thing that him and his wife want to do. Word was on the street that his wife wanted to stay in Seattle, hence why he didn't stay on the job at Alabama as an offensive coordinator in 2024. So we'll see. We'll see what these coaches going to do. If all of them leave, Coach Kalen DeBoer, he'll just be on the search for other assistant head coaches. That's all I know. But I already got the answer for the defensive coordinator if Kane Womack decided to leave, and that's Jeremy Pruitt. Nobody else. Because we all know as Alabama fans what Jeremy Pruitt is as a defensive coordinator. So that's a no-brainer. But will Coach Kalen DeBoer agree? Will Nick Saban advise him to go after Jeremy Pruitt or go after somebody else? We'll have to find another wide receiver coach. Will Coach Kalen DeBoer guide him on that? We'll have to find another OC. Will Coach Kalen DeBoer, guide him on that? Or will he put Nick Sheridan back as our OC? All those are questions that we'll get an answer to, I think, after the season. But hey, it is what it is. Alabama fans, tell me what y'all think, man. If you ain't an Alabama fan, you can let me know what you think too. All right? So, hey, it is what it is. Y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. and roll damn tide.